Oh, don't forget to unmute your mic.
Yeah, well, I was pushing and pushing and it didn't turn green until you hit the unmute over there.
Okay. We're now called our special board meeting to order. The time now is 6:31. Okay.
Mr. Chair, do you want to can we note for the record that all four of our board members are here and Janelle Lewis is the only one that's absent?
Yes.
Thank you.
So I guess we just jump to it, right? So what we're here for is to consider the appointment to the vacant board of directors position number 4, effective December 15th, 2025, immediately following the business meeting. Okay. So I don't know. We were talking about how we should do this. How about, do you have 2 people that you want to consider? Or how many do you have?
I have one.
You have one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to give us that name?
Oh, yeah, it's Mr. Carnes.
Mr. Carnes. Okay. Becky?
I have one.
Okay.
Mr. Carnes.
Okay. And then I have 2. I'm still thinking about it. I have Cora and Mr. Carnes. So, and how about you?
I definitely have 2 that floated to the top. I think we had a nice pool of applicants.
Yeah, we did. We had a very good pool of applicants, and I think probably the most ever so far, I think. So thank you, community people, for that. We appreciate that. So go ahead.
So last week, when we started this, I sat down and I reviewed those applications and kind of went over each and every one of them, read them very carefully. And I asked myself, what skill sets are we lacking on the board today that maybe one of these prospective applicants, would bring? And I see a lot within, several, but then I had to whittle it down to 2. And I feel either Cora Hollyman or Steve Carnes, either one would be an asset to the board. They each bring different strengths to the board. I feel both of them would be committed to the full term and possibly even running for re-election. Historically looking back, I see that this board, and in the short time I've been here, there's been a lot of turnover on this board. And I understand why. It's not one of those feel-good volunteer community positions. Yeah, and for that reason, I think we've had a lot of turnover on the board. I'd like to see some stability. I don't know how and when that's going to happen, but I hope we have some stability on the board going forward. What I see in Steve, he has an abundance of board member experiences. Yeah, I appreciated his quiet, calm demeanor, well-spoken. One of the strengths I think that I see in Cora is possibly she brings a different generational taxpayer perspective to the board. Not saying that we're all older people, but some of us are. We're retired, and that's a whole different generation that she might represent bringing forward. She has demonstrated that she has the time and the energy to commit to the board. So truly, I think either one of those people would be a good asset to the team.
I agree with everything you've said, but we do have a duty to represent our community, and we have a community of 17,000, and I know there's a small minority out there, but mostly 17,000 that we should try to do good by. I mean, we're showing a lot of support with our MAC, what did we call it? MAC fundraiser. What was that? Yeah, our MAC fundraiser, the MAC Bash, showed a lot of support. We probably had over 100 people there. I think they were telling me that's the most we've had for a while, and we raised a lot of money. What was it, 15,000, 14,000? Yeah, about 15,000 between that group, which is pretty good. So I think we have a lot of community support, but getting back to who we think would be best fit for the board. Can we ask questions? Can we ask anybody questions if they're here or not?
You could do whatever you want.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So,
And it looks like Janelle has joined
So maybe bring Janelle up to speed if she's
Yeah.
got a minute.
at 6:36 p.m.
okay. Can you hear us, Janelle?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. So we were just talking about who we thought our top picks were, whether you had one or two. I had two. Some people had one that they rose to the top. So who do you think your top picks were or are?
I wasn't sure if you wanted to tell me about your discussion of who everyone said or not first.
No, I mean, this is completely you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is on you. Who do you think who's your top picks? I mean, if you have one, just say one. If you have two, give me two. Give us two.
So I think my top two from the other night, is one would be, was it Bruce? Is that his first name?
It's either Dick or Steve.
No, we had a,
Steve. Sorry, I see a lot of people. Steve,
Yeah.
the guy that air control tower
Steve.
retired. Thank you.
Okay.
And then Coraline or Cora.
Yep. Okay. So now how do we want to vote? Do you want to ask anybody? Well, I wanted to ask a question, and it's going to be the same question for Steve and Cora. I'll start with Steve. Or well, let's go ladies first. Cora. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, can we keep it down, please? Okay, if you can't keep it down, I'll ask you to leave. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yes. So my question is,
Is this on?
Yeah.
Okay.
it should
Yep.
be.
longevity. I know
Yeah.
you're born here, raised here,
Yeah.
went to high school here, same as my kids too. So where do you see, how long do you see yourself on the board?
I don't see myself moving out of town. I mean, where our family is planted here. Like I said in my interview, this is something that I considered just running for anyway. And it's not the easiest part of life for me being a mom of little kids. But, the past, 6 months, I've been putting a lot of work into trying to help things. It hasn't always been received as help, I don't think, but it's been a lot of hours, a lot of time after the kids go to bed. So I can do it. And but I guess the one thing I would say is that you might consider why you guys have turnover on your board is maybe people don't like taking the blow from the community when the district is not able to make decisions that benefit the whole community, not just the ones who are able to show up to the Mac Bash and your donors and the ones that can come to the swim at the certain times. I know that's not part of your question, but I think that probably, like Jean said, it's not always a feel good thing. I am a mom and I have little kids, and I will not be able to stay in a negative situation that's demanding a lot of my energy and is not going to produce any change. So that would be what I would say. But I obviously am willing to put forth the effort and think our community deserves it. And there is not a lot of balance up there. And I love that people want to move to Madras. I think that's great. But if you have a, 5-person board and you have the majority of it people that aren't from here and don't understand the heart of the people that have lived here and are from here generations past and have also, put into the pool since its inception with their tax dollars, I think, you're missing that bit of representation. Not everyone in Madras in our low income community can use this facility the way that some of the people that you're, wanting to put on the board or have on the board can. So I think that is something that, a piece of representation that's missing.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Anybody
Anything
else? Any other question?
No.
No. No. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Steve? You want to come up, Steve?
Sure. I think I remember Steve's answer to this question in the interview.
The
Let me see
longevity?
if I can get the microphone right this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Same question, Steve. Longevity.
Okay. I think I mentioned before, I am retired. I spoke about my career before. It was pretty full speed, and settled down in the Madras 5 years ago, and have really kind of just really hunkered down and settled into our house, and just we're doing things around there, and just looking to get involved in other parts and pieces of the community. I will offer to you that you ask about staying on a board. Every board or commission I've been on, I've been completely committed to, but I have had to resign from several of them because the FAA chose to move me to a different town. So work was the only thing that got in the way, and there's no work anymore. So I really feel, and I honestly am like an open book for trying to absorb all the information I can, and to help and involve every parts and pieces of this facility.
Any other questions?
Okay. If I remember correctly in your interview, you mentioned that you had met with some civic leaders and talked to them about the pool. Is that correct?
Yes.
You've been here 5 years, roughly. How did you, do you have coffee with them in the morning, or how did you get that group together? Or because connections are a big thing. One thing I would offer to you is the local newspaper, Madras Pioneer. In there, under the events section, every month, the mayor has coffee on the second Monday of the month. So I was looking for opportunities earlier in the year, and started, saw that, starting attending those coffees with the mayor and Will Iversoff, excuse me. He's the executive director of the, and had a good conversation with them. Next thing I knew, I was exchanging emails, and they were talking to me on the side about interviewing for the city council. Oh, so okay. I did that. I did not get selected. They selected a very good candidate, and but that's how I got just those conversations. And like I said, I'm an open book. I'm not afraid to ask the questions. And we were going through the vote at the time. I think I was having that conversation with them, and I could tell right away they weren't on board with it. So I tried to get a little bit more information, and they just honestly, it sounded like more of a money thing instead of we know that. So it was that, but I knew that going in too. So a little proactive, figuring out what your situation you're coming in. Okay, right. Thank you.
I'm good. Thank you.
I offer to you, I still have good relationships with them. So
Question? Nope. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
We need to talk about anything else, or do you want to move to a vote? Janelle, did you have any questions? I'm sorry.
No questions from me. Sorry, I couldn't get to the mute.
Okay, thank you. Okay, how do we want to vote?
Yeah,
Okay. So,
make a decision.
okay. I guess we're gonna
I
vote.
think we all agree on the top two that we're voting on.
Yeah. Good with Steve and Cora.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, top two. Okay, so let's vote for your top one. So,
Mr. Carnes.
Mr. Carnes,
Mr. Carnes.
Mr. Carnes,
Cora.
Cora. Okay. And
So probably you should poll
Nell.
them separately. To get your majority, you should poll the board, all those who want Steve. Yeah. All those who want Cora, and see where you land.
Okay.
She's unmuted now.
Are we starting that over then with Jean's recommendation?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it makes for a better motion.
Okay, not sure. So yeah, if that would be a better motion. Okay, all in favor of Steve Carnes, say aye.
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 All in favor of Cora, say
Aye.
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 So now someone needs to make a motion
Okay.
and do it officially.
I'll make a motion that this board appoints Cora Hollyman as into the vacancy position for board member number 4, a 2-year term, correct?
Through June 30, 2027.
Ending June 30th, 2027.
So all in,
Nope, gotta have a
Nope.
second.
oh,
Oh, all on mute.
I second the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So we
Opposed?
have-
No, you have to
and-
ask for opposed.
And opposed?
Aye.
Opposed.
Nay.
Nay.
Whatever.
Okay, so we have 3-2. So we have 3 in favor of Cora and 2 in favor of Steve. So I guess
Motion passes.
motion passes. So of Cora becoming our new board member for position number 4.
And Mr. Chair, we've got 3 budget committee positions that expire at the end of this December. And so with all of our applicants for the board, we may have some of those 3 who say they don't want to re-up. So there may be open positions for the budget committee as well for folks that might be interested in getting involved.
And I forgot, who are those 3? Can we say?
Brandy McNamee, Alexa Gasner, and Melissa Irvine. And I emailed them tonight, well, this afternoon, to figure out if they want to renew or if they want to be done.
And
So we should know by December 15th at our next board meeting.
Okay, if they want.
Well,
to be
thank
done.
you for bringing that up, because
Okay.
I would hope that maybe some of the other applicants might think about filling those shoes. Yeah. So again, I would like to say thank you to all the applicants that did apply. Appreciate it, going through the painful process. Thank you.
Then I wanted to say, I was trying to talk Jean into maybe meeting with Waves of Change so we could have a conversation to see how we can move forward. I would like to have that, but I don't want it to be adversarial, which I think it will probably be. I hope not, but, and I'll ask you, how did I make it that way? By talking to your mom and dad. Okay. 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 I'm sorry. I apologize for intimidating you. Yeah. 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 about making it adversarial? No, I'm not. So thank you. But I doubt if it's going to go anywhere. So, but we can try. I don't know. We can try. I'd like to try, you know. So, okay.
And her, maybe on the clinical oil. She's does like a mediation, she worked for OSU Central Oregon. I don't know if that's part of the program that Extension used to use, like the mediation, and she like. I don't know, you might, I don't know, I might be someone check, but to see if she does some conflict resolution, you know, what it really like it's.
Yeah.
Together. I just noticed that tonight. Someone on Facebook that she had posted. But it'd be like an offshoot of the program extensions that volunteers did.
Thank you. Okay. So with that, I believe we're going to adjourn the meeting at 6:52. We're adjourned. Okay.
Thank you. Sorry I couldn't be there in person.
Thank you, Janelle.
Influenza is here, everyone. Get your shots.
No way. It's like the COVID shot.
Thank you guys for the opportunity.